I'm going to be making Oi-sobagi. Oi-sobagi is a Korean spiced cucumber kimchi, and it's actually one of my favorite banchan. So banchan, for those who don't know, is Korean for side dish. There's only 4 easy steps in making this recipe. 1. Prep the cucumbers. 2. Prep the chives. 3. Make the sauce. And 4. Stuff the cucumbers. And on hand, you're going to need 7 ingredients. Cucumbers, salt, chives, red pepper flakes, garlic, ginger, and fish sauce. It's an absolutely fresh and delicious banchan you could eat with rice or just by itself. In the video, the hands you see are going to be my mom's just because she's the master chef here and this is her recipe. So this is my first YouTube video ever and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Thanks.
First, we're going to be prepping our cucumbers. You're going to need to first chop them into halves and then into quarters, but don't chop them all the way into the ends because we're going to be stuffing them with chives later and it marinates better this way. Next, we're going to be sprinkling 2 tablespoons of salt and letting it sit for about 15 minutes. Every 5 minutes or so, you should be tossing them just to make sure that there's an even distribution of salt. Next, we're going to be prepping our chives. You should be chopping them about 1 centimeter in length, and make sure you toss any bad chives just because it's going to affect the rest of the bunch. You should be left with a total of 2 cups of chopped chives. And now we're going to make the sauce. Here's the list of all of the ingredients you're going to need. After removing the cucumbers from the salt bath, save the liquid that's left over on the bottom because we're going to be adding it to the chives. After adding the salt water, add the rest of the ingredients. Usually Koreans like to add salted shrimp during this step, but we didn't because it's my mom's recipe and I like her recipe. Also, it tastes kind of fresher this way. And now we mix. Here we're using disposable gloves, just because it's a little bit more sanitary this way. And then the final step, you toss them around and you stuff them with the chives. You can leave it out for 1 day to let the flavors really absorb into the cucumber, or you can just put it right in the fridge. It'll last about 1 month. And it was as simple as that. Hope you enjoy your gorgeous, delicious 오이소박이. So if you've never eaten 오이소박이 before, a good way to eat it is to cut off the end with scissors, or if you don't have scissors on hand, you can just bite into the end. You can see it'll break off into little bite-sized pieces that you could eat with the rice.
So now that you've cut it, it's ready to eat. I like to put some of the chives on top of there if they've fallen out. And here we go. Crunchy. Do you hear the crunch? Slightly spicy. There's a little bit of acid in it because it's the fermentation. It's so good. And top it off with some rice.